What is up, guys? My name is Peter and welcome back to another episode of the Team Rocket Challenge. As always, 50 likes would be really appreciated on this video. It really helps keep me motivated and helps the channel, stuff like that. In the last episode, we took on not one gym leader, not two gym leaders, but three gym leaders in Kanto. We took on Misty, Lieutenant Surge, and Erica. In today's episode, we're going to jump straight into it. We're going to take on two gym leaders. We're going to take on Janine. We're also going to take on Sabrina. Sabrina is the one I am most concerned about. Sabrina, obviously, we're a Team Rocket grunt, of course, and currently I'm not wearing the Team Rocket colours. I'm not wearing the outfit because there's quite a lot of glitches when riding the bicycle and stuff like that, so I just thought I wouldn't bother with it, at least until we get to the next Pokemon Center, at least until we're done with this place. And Jesus, there's so many trainers I want to avoid. Let's just hope I can do it. This isn't going to be a fun start. Oh Jesus. Okay, we can afford to take on a couple of these trainers. That didn't start well. I almost had a heart attack. Yeah, Sabrina is the gym leader I'm worried about because Sabrina has psychic types and we're a Team Rocket grunt. She has psychic types, and our predominant type is obviously going to be psychic, because poison, because yeah, it's going to be a struggle. Janine, on the other hand, she has weakened Pokemon because she's took over from Koga and her levels are a lot lower, so Gengar should easily be able to deal with all of them. Like, hopefully Gengar would be able to deal with a couple of Sabrina's Pokemon with Shadow Ball, but I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting her Alakazam to absolutely do quote-unquote work on our team, because it's really yeah, Alakazam is so quick and it's got an absolutely amazing special attack stat, and it has a stab super effective attack on us. It's not going to go well, I think, but I'm being really negative. Normally things end up well. Things end up going well. We have Pillow Swan, we have Kingdra, and the rest of our team probably would just die because they either have weaknesses or maybe just wouldn't be up to par. That's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll see. But Janine is the first trainer we're going to be taking on, the first gym leader we're going to be taking on, and she really shouldn't be too troublesome. But I'm going to stop talking about that because I could just talk for hours. I could just repeat the same just nonsense and I'd bore you guys. I'm sorry if I sound just a little bit sleepy. Like, oh Jesus, I was really hoping we could avoid more than like one of these. Like, I was hoping we could avoid all of these. But yeah, I apologize if I sound just an inch little bit sleepy because it's really late when I'm recording this. It's a lot later than I'm used to recording. I've been busy all day. I'm going to be busy for the next couple of days. I'm just recording in advance, and yeah, unfortunately, I'm just a little bit sleepy. And I thought I was going to completely slur my intro, so we're already doing better than expected. Great job. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Yeah, it's just, I'm tired and stuff, but I really wanted to record because I wanted to prepare videos in advance for you guys. Anyway, we are going to go to Fuchsia City's Pokemon Center. We're going to get changed into our Team Rocket outfit, and we're there. There we go. That's what I mean about slurring on my words. We're also going to take on the 5th gym leader of Kanto. So let's do this. I wish there was some kind of excuse to wearing the regular gold outfit than simply the game's glitchy as hell sometimes. But no, I couldn't come up with anything at all, so yeah, deal with it. Anyway, I've completely forgot which one of these we need to take on. I believe it's you. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm only joking. I'm the real deal. Janine, Fuchsia Gym, that's me. We guessed correctly, it seems. Janine, it is clobbering time. Let's do this. This episode has been action-packed already. It's barely a couple of minutes in. Hopefully we can do somewhat well. Crobat is probably going to be faster than us. It's definitely going to be faster than us. So, wing attack, that shouldn't really do too much. We've got the right nature to deal with physical attacks. Unfortunately, our special attack is lowered because of that, but meh, we can deal with it. Anyway, Crobat's special defense falls. It's a shame we can't one-hit KO these. I thought her Pokemon was a little bit weaker. I thought they were level 30s. Unfortunately, it's because, well, the other Pokemon we have to deal with are like level 50s in every other gym. So yeah, that explains that. Crobat, yeah, unfortunately we couldn't deal with that with Mamoswine because it's a flying type Pokemon, and if she sends out like a coughing next, which she isn't, she's going to send out her Typhlosion. We can deal with that with Breville. Yeah, let's go with Breville. Yeah, it's a shame that we can't use Mamoswine for the majority of this fight because of levitators and stuff like that. I would use it on Ariados, but I don't know, Breville's just really good at dealing with bug-type Pokemon. I would prefer to stay in with Gengar, but unfortunately that Crobat used the Confuse Ray on us, and yeah, I'm just not going to deal with damaging ourselves. So yeah, slowing on my words once again. Aren't I doing great today? I'm just being stupid. Rollout. We are not going to learn Rollout because no need for it. Wheezing. I think Gengar will be able to one-shot this. Maybe that's a little ambitious. Maybe I'm a little bit rubbish. Let's just see. It's level 44. We might be able to deal with it. We'll see. Gengar, unfortunately, even though he gets stabbed, I'm really fearing Sabrina. She might have some really lightning quick Pokemon, and that would just suck. And that's not going to do much, is it? Not at all. Okay, use your full restore. I do not care. You probably have 2 of them. That'll be annoying when it comes to PP conservation, but if you have a muck or something like that, I will just plainly send out Mamoswine on you, so I do not give a damn. Okay, we're going to Psychic this into Oblivion. Thank you very much, Weezing. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate that. What's her next Pokemon going to be? It is another Ariados. I am going to use Psychic on this, even though, it might be weak to Bug. I'm not, no, it's super effective. It might be super effective on Bug, it might be a 4 times super effectiveness, but yeah. Nightshade. Nightshade is a little bit frightening. We should KO it, we should survive that. We'll use Psychic. When she decides to use another full restore, she doesn't use a full restore on the same, she doesn't use 2 full restores on the same one Pokemon. That's a little bit annoying. I wish she used it earlier on in this battle, but another Psychic is going to take out this Ariados. That means she has 1 Pokemon left. What's it going to be? If I'm going to hazard a guess and say it's going to be Muck, but it could be another Weezing. If it's another Weezing, that would kind of suck, but it's a Venomoth. That's a little bit different. We are going to stay in on this, and we are going... Oh, it's the strongest Pokemon. I should have knew that. You got a great battle technique, thank you. We're going to use Psychic on this. If Gengar dies, we are going to send out our Typhlosion, I think, just to deal with it. I presume you're going to use Spore, or just, you probably don't have Spore. I presume you're going to use just an annoying attack like that. Sludge Bomb isn't even going to KO us. I think, at least. It KOs. Okay, I was wrong. Forgive me for my errors and my ways. Let's switch into Breville, even though pretty much any of our Pokemon except for like Venusaur could deal with this. So Flamethrower, good game, Janine. That was not too difficult, even though our levels were pretty much on par. We were pretty much exactly the same. I'm not sure if that crit mattered. It probably did, being perfectly honest, but oh well. And Sabrina is up next. So strong, and she is going to give us money, and she's going to give us the Soul Badge. Thank you very much, Janine. It's annoying that the walls don't get removed after you defeat her, because it sounds like ridiculous. I'm going to teach Poison Jab to our Crobat, by the way, but it's a shame the walls don't go down, even though it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, just, oh well, just get out of my way. Stop trapping us in your gym. This is the most annoying thing about the gym. If you're in Cancer, your levels are probably high enough to deal with Janine, but the walls are what's annoying. Okay, so I am going to fly out to Saffron City, and we are going to take on the 6th gym of this game. Woo! This is going to be troublesome. I'm going to go quickly heal up, and I will be 2 seconds. Unfortunately, we are not in for a nice ride when it comes to this gym. I said in the last episode Misty's gym was probably what was going to be the most difficult, but no, it's probably going to be this one. I flip-flop so much with my opinions. I apologize for that. It's just, yeah, I really wanted to avoid her, and I accidentally pressed up. I was going to wait another split second to see if she'd even recognize us moving. She did, and yeah, that kind of went bad for us. So Shadow Ball, we could hypothetically use, and unfortunately Steel is going to resist us, but we could hypothetically use Destiny Bond to KO her Alakazam. We could hypothetically capture it. That's another option. It's always an option when it comes to defeating difficult foes at this point, because our levels are a little bit annoying. What's good is that we're not going to need to grind to defeat Red, because Pikachu is Red's first Pokemon. He's quote-unquote Ash's first Pokemon that he's going to send out on us, so we can just use a Master Ball on that. Hypnosis! That's going to be annoying. I hope we don't see that too much throughout the course of this gym. Fortunately, I have 4 heals aplenty, so we can just quickly use that. We can get over our status trouble. It's going to use Swagger. That's super annoying, because we're not ever going to use our physical attack stat. Probably the best Pokemon you could ever use Swagger on. Let's finish this with Psychic and hope we don't hit ourselves. Typical, we would hit ourselves. We got lucky in the last fight not hitting ourselves, but it's just always so irritating when we do hit ourselves. Ability is... what ability does that get? It gets Levitate. Okay, just KO it with Psychic, please. Please KO it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Hopefully we can get through the rest of this gym without actually taking on any other trainers, because that would just be... it would just be really nice not to take on any more trainers. So, I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm doing. I literally have no clue. So, yeah, just ignore me and my shenanigans. I'm probably just going to go horizontal or upwards until we can run into Sabrina. I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm doing, because I quite frankly do not. So I would get up a guide or something like that, but I don't particularly want to do that just because it just seems a little bit cheap. Getting through this. Oh, we did it. I'm going to pretend like I meant that. Yeah, totally. Totes, I meant that. Yeah. That went shockingly well. I kind of had a small feeling I knew where I was going. I knew if I went down the bottom left portal of one of the rooms, I'd get to Sabrina, but I didn't know which one, so I was just pretty much aiming for the bottom left. Anyway, I'm gonna say this rather unconvincingly, because I don't really believe in myself when I say this. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Sabrina, it is clobbering time. Let's do this. I knew you were coming. Of course you did. 3 years ago I had a vision of your arrival. You're after my badge. I hope my family didn't mishear that. I don't enjoy battling, but it's my duty as a gym leader to confer badges on anyone who has proven him or herself worthy. Since you wish it, I will show you my psychic powers. Okay, Sabrina. Let's do this. I'm hoping Shadow Ball is going to be able to do a nice amount of damage. This Espeon's gonna outspeed us, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Shadow Ball. It doesn't get stabbed. I think we can survive that. I hope we can survive that. We can survive that! Jesus Christ! Ah, this has suddenly went a lot better than I anticipated it. I did not expect us to survive with 3 HP. It's special defense falls. I kind of want to use... I want to use... like, she's probably going to use an attack that's going to just... like, be to KO us. So, Shadow Ball shouldn't KO us. That'll be nice. And we can just use a Hyper Potion on Gengar. And then... we can... actually... we should be able to KO this with Double Edge. I kind of want to use Sleep Powder. But let's use Sleep Powder and then I can use a Hyper Potion. Oh, it's got Psychic. Oh, why didn't I just use a Hyper Potion? I've just wasted Shrub. Ah, that was such a noob move. Ah, I should not be doing risks in a battle of this severity. Come on, Phil. Ah, disappointed. I'm not going to risk it this time round. Just going to use a Hyper Potion. I'm going to hope. I'm kind of surprised she doesn't use Psychic on Gengar. But I'm going to hope that we can... we don't get KO'd on the next turn when we switch in our... whatchamacallit? And Shadow Ball, that's going to be interesting. It doesn't KO us. I wasn't expecting it to KO us. That's a really strange move. We do KO the Espeon, so that's good. I don't know why you used Shadow Ball when it was a definite 2-hit KO. With Psychic, that's Pokemon's AI for you, I guess. That's the artificial intelligence for you. I don't know why it did that. I'm just glad it did, because it sped up the process just a little bit. Now, Shadow Ball, we went up quicker, and that's going to be a KO. Now, I kind of want to check my bag, because this might require 2 takes, honestly. We'll see how it goes. I kind of want to check my bag, because I don't know if I have Buried. I don't think I'm even going to be able to see them. No. There's a special attack that increases. You know what, Mammoth? Survive this for me. Let's do this. I've never used the next item in attack. I don't think I even used them like back in the day. But Light Screen, perfect. That's the break we needed. Light Screen, useless. We're not going to use any attacks. Mimic, you used Mimic. You're faster than us. Earthquake should KO it now, hypothetically. And hopefully, the strategic use of an X item that I have never used in battle before is going to win us this battle. We have Mammoth, powered up 1.5 times. Alakazam is extremely frail. It does have a 7 level difference on us, but that's fine. Earthquake. Oh, it reflects. Can't say I really blame her. That's a good move. But we are going to be able to get damage off on it. It's extremely frail still. We have the X item in use. It's just going... ah, it has the Citrus Berry, but it should be a pretty solid 2-hit KO. Got hit it with your best shot. Energy Ball, that's fine. I don't know why you didn't use Psychic, because we're part Ice type. Energy Ball, maybe we're heavy. Is that the attack that affects us if we're heavier than it? I'm not entirely too sure. But can we KO this from this amount of damage? I'm not too sure. I'm not convinced. We cannot. Okay. We need another bite of the apple, it seems. See, now we're in a rough spot. That Citrus Berry has really messed me up, because it would have been a solid 2-hit KO even with the Reflect up. So, let's use a Hyper Potion. And we're stalling for turns here to let the Reflect go down. But I'm okay with that, because we're pretty much guaranteed a victory now. We got the X attack up. Just, yeah, I kind of Wish the energy ball didn't do so much. The reflect is going to go down on the next turn. Let's just use earthquake. Let's hope energy ball doesn't critical hit us. If it does, I don't mind, because wow, mammoth isn't probably going. Well, that did less that time, but earthquake. It's a shame reflect isn't down yet. If we get lucky, if we get a crit, then it just speeds up the process. So 2-hit KO. If we switch out, heal up, we'll be okay. So let's use Rouge. Let's switch into Rouge. Our advantage with the X item goes there. That's fine. Oh wow, it predicted us like a boss. Maybe I shouldn't be talking into a microphone. Maybe I shouldn't be telling Sabrina my every move. Critical hit. A bit unnecessary, but you do you. We don't need Breville, so let's just quickly heal up our Mamoswine and we are going to be able to finish this battle. That's really good. And was Energy Ball super effective on us? I think it was, wasn't it? I don't know, I can't remember, but anyway, it decides to Psychic there. Just as long as he uses Energy Ball again, we should be okay. I really hope. So, Mammoth. This battle is super stressful, but Earthquake. Energy Ball, she uses Energy Ball. Please don't crit us. If it does, it might not be the end of the world. It might be. We'll see. It's going to do pretty much maximum damage, and we are going to be able to KO it with this Earthquake, I think, even without the X item boost. So, is it? Yes! Through the use of some items, we defeat Sabrina. I don't like using items so much, but it works. Like, I don't mind using the X item because it's a great strategy. I've never used it before. Your power, it far exceeds what I foresaw. It's basically like, I don't even want to read Sabrina's text. We get the Marsh Badge, that's great. I guess using these X items is just like using Swords Dance. And I've never, like, or Swords Dance, or like Agility or something like that. Some status increasing, not stats increasing attack like that. I've never really thought of it like that. That's what it's like. And I know that's blatantly obvious to anyone who's ever thought about Pokemon, but yeah, that's that. We defeated Sabrina. That went a lot better than I expected it to. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end off the episode. I kind of want to save the last 2 gyms for the next episode. So, as always, 50 likes would be super appreciated on these videos. They take a little bit of time to get out, and yeah, I like preparing them in advance as well. So, it's just like, it's taken me longer, but whatever. I'm going to stop complaining about that. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to take on the last 2 gym leaders of this entire game, of this region, of this entire game. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, peace out.